Hey my babies, what's going on with you guys? Hope you guys are doing awesome. This is going to be another speedy read. However, this time I'm not going to read with the cards. Keep in mind that these are generals. Things that I'll talk about may not resonate with you, may not make sense to you. I may not even talk about your situation, but it should be alright. I do recommend for you to understand your natal chart, because other zodiac signs and houses may resonate more with you than your sun, your moon, and your rising. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please go to www.thesunnycloud.com. And also, disclaimer with my readings, I do talk fast, I do curse, and due to me reading for a lot of different energies, my readings can be pretty jumpy. So let's go to Aries. What's going on from Aries during this time? You guys, you want to feel loved, you want to feel wanted, you want to be able to please people, or you want to be pleased yourself during this time. I am seeing how you, like, for the time being, you're going to fall after people. Well, maybe not fall after people. Maybe for some of you, you are going to fall in love during this time, but it's like you are interested in things that you can feel comfortable in. You want to, once again, you want to feel wanted. So for some of you, you may look for careers where, you know, like, people answer to you. Maybe for some of you, you're thinking about becoming a boss, a CEO, a manager, to, you know, a supervisor, whatever the case may be. Or like, once again, you just want to be wanted. Like, you want to feel wanted. For some of you, you want to be heard. You want your questions to be answered. For some of you, I am picking up that you may be spying on others during this time, or others may be spying on you. But I am picking up, for some of you, there may be a love interest happening, or you may be attracted to someone else, even if you are in a relationship. So be mindful about that, love. Alright, so let's see what's going on for Taurus. What's going on for Taurus during this time? Okay, so for some of you, I am picking up that there's a possibility of you seeing snakes or dreaming of snakes. Even though snakes have a bad reputation, they also represent healing and transformation. So for some of you, understand that you need to get out of that skin that's holding you back. You need to feel comfortable in your skin. You need to be aware of your flaws, your downfalls, your happiness, your success. The meaning to life is what I'm picking up the most. And, you know, understanding that for some of you, it's time for you to move on from something. It's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to understand your stepping stones during this time. On another note, for some of you, do be mindful of enemies. Do be mindful of predators, I hate to say. Do be mindful of your striking nature. Meaning you can say some things that you don't mean. You can be very poisonous with your tongue. Okay. For some of you, be mindful of you biting your tongue. You may have issues with you getting the little light bumps on your tongue. But on another note, maybe for some of you, you are very attractive during this time, or you want to feel attractive. Okay. So you may go shopping. You may change your look. You may buy new enhancements during this time. But all in all, like, I just feel like you guys, like, you need to be aware of the pros and cons, you know, to something. So just keep that in mind. But let's see what's going on for my gems. What's going on for my gems this time? Okay. You guys are ready. Like, you're ready to go out. You're ready to be seen. Like, you're ready for a new chapter within your life. You're ready to start your new beginning. And unfortunately, I'm seeing how some of you need to be patient during this time. There's a sense of, like, you needing to grow up, you needing to mature, you needing to understand the real meaning of what you are meant to do. You need to understand what you're currently doing and how you can change it up to a way where you are fully happy with the results, or you're happy with your actions during this time. Some of you, I hate to say, you're in a bit of make-believe during this time, and it's just like you're just in your fantasy land. The angels were saying something about Pisces, especially if you have a lot of Pisces within your chart, or you may have a Pisces in your life who, like, you're noticing them in make-believe land, and that's really bothering you. But I'm seeing how some of you guys, like, you need to understand the principle of something. You can take that how you want to, or once again, like, you need to understand the purpose, the meaning, the value of it. Really interesting because the Aries kind of got that same message. So if you want to watch the Aries video, you definitely can. But I feel like during this time you guys are going to go through a lot of surprises, good and bad. More than likely good. I feel like these new blessings and maybe even lessons are just helping you understand, like, what the fuck you doing and what you're supposed to be doing and how you're supposed to do it. Like, that's really what I'm seeing. So yeah. Cancers, happy birthday, my Cancers, my little moon babies. Hope you guys have a good birthday. Let's see what's going on for you guys. What's going on here, the Cancers? Okay. Cancers. Okay. I feel for some of you, it's like you lost your crown. You lost your peace. You lost your morals. You lost your dignity for some of you, baby. Okay? For some. And I feel like you're beating yourself up about it. Like, maybe you gave someone else power. Maybe you're thinking about someone too much. Like, I feel like you've lost the attention upon yourself. Like, you don't even think about yourself anymore. Maybe for some of you, you feel lost. You don't even make yourself up anymore. As in, like, get dressed, wear makeup, you know, like, look nice. I feel like for some of you, you don't do that anymore. Maybe for some of you, you barely go out of the house. Like, I feel like, once again, you've lost yourself due to a situation or due to another person. So if you are in this situation, it is time for you to understand where you left off and pick yourself back up, because it's time for you to put the damn crown back on your head, baby. Okay? For some of you, on another note, I am picking up that you are on the rise. So for some of you, even if you're down in the dumps or you're on top of the mountain, just know that whatever position you are in, you are rising during this time. So for some of you, there's a big possibility of you gaining fame or stardom. So that's great. But I just feel like, you know, you guys, like, you need to be mindful of who you are and the power that you can bring into this world, and how you have the ability to be the best that you can be. So just be mindful about that, and just try not to lose yourself into a negative situation or a negative person, maybe even a job, ever again. Like, it's just really time for you to understand the positives within your life and manifest beautiful things. Because the more you're down in the slumps, or the more you're chasing after a dead-end relationship or a dead-end job, like, whatever the case may be, like, it's just going to tear you and break you down each and every day. So just know what's not, you know, just know what isn't good for you and just do what you got to do. All right, so Leos, what's going on for you guys during this time? What's going on for you? Random. I feel for some of you, you may be craving Cinnamon Toast Crunch or just cinnamon in general. Maybe for some of you, you need to cleanse your home with cinnamon incense, or take cinnamon baths, or maybe even drink cinnamon water. Well, let's see. Leos, I feel like some of you need to be mindful of the shade. Okay, maybe someone is shading you during this time. Maybe you're shading someone else during this time. But I feel like you've, okay, kind of interesting to the Cancer. So this is really cool. Like, for some of you, you let yourself go, or like you kind of stepped back. You know, you dimmed your light for a little bit. Whether you did it intentionally, or someone around you, or a particular situation caused for you to dim your light. And, you know, it's time for you to get out of the shade. It's time for you to, like, feel the light, feel the warmth. For some of you, wear warm colors during this time. Maybe this is literal, like, you need to go outside and, you know, like, feel the sun, feel the breeze, and just, you know, like, just have fun. Feel life again, feel yourself again, feel embraced, feel wanted, feel warm, feel loved. It's really interesting because it seems like so far everybody is getting this I want to feel wanted type of energy. On another note, make sure you're protecting yourself. Make sure you aren't surrounding yourself with people who are no good for you. Be mindful of someone spying on you during this time. Maybe for some of you, you may be around a lot of secretive people. or some people may find you very secretive, and they may want to try to crack the code and understand what's going on within your brain. For some of you, I hate to say this, baby, but this is, I keep getting this energy. Be mindful of predators during this time of any way, shape, or form, okay? And just make sure you and your family are always protected. So yeah. Maybe for some of you, you're going into the police academy, or you are becoming a detective, or you're interested in working for the FBI or the police station, whatever the case may be. For some of you, there's a possibility of you being a witness to something. So yeah. Virgos, what's going on for my Virgos during this time? Okay. There's going to be an incident that happened in March coming back into your life, whether it was good or bad. For some of you, I feel like this is a second chance. It's like you dropped the ball. For some of you, you dropped the ball, and now it's time for you to pick it back up again. Rather, this was this March, 2 years ago March, 1999 March, whatever the case may be. But you dropped the ball within something, and now it's time for you to pick yourself up and dust yourself off and know that you are standing on ground. For some of you, you need to ground yourself during this time. You need to understand your ability of being solid and being a role model and a leader for those who are around you. For some of you, I keep picking up on the word equipped. That word keeps popping up for some reason. I'm also picking up that you may be in a situation where you may have to battle. For some of you, you are battling with something, whether you're in arguments. You feel like you're beating yourself up, you're beating up others, whatever the case may be. But for some of you, like, I feel like you were in a situation where you were beating yourself up about something. Like you were fighting yourself. You were going against the grain. You were going against your family's wishes. You were going against your own thoughts. Like, whatever the case would be, like, you were going against something. You were fighting something. And I feel like now you're retreating. For some of you, if you have been arguing with people for the past weeks or months, I feel like mentally you're going to be in a different headspace, to the point where, like, you're going to walk away and not even do it anymore. For some of you, I am picking up that you are dealing with people who want to get the last word, okay? And if you are someone who wants to get the last word, baby, no, it ain't even that damn serious, to be honest. But for some of you, like, I just feel like you need to be in a place of understanding right and wrong, and sometimes right is just walking away, to be honest. And if someone is being wrong, like, there's no need for you to be like, oh, well, you did this wrong, why are you doing this? Like, there's no need for you to, like, argue with this person about it, because deep down inside they know that they're wrong. And maybe even as you, like, you know you're wrong. Like, we know when we're doing something wrong, like, we just know. But there's no need to, like, point it out to someone who isn't going to admit that they're wrong. Like, it's just annoying. Like, it's okay to know that they're wrong, but just let them figure it out on their own. All right, eventually they will figure it out, with or without you. But let's see what's going on for my Libras. I did not forget you guys this time. No, I did not. But let's see what's going on for y'all. Okay, Libras. You guys want to be lifted. Like, maybe for some of you, you're getting out of a toxic situation. You're getting out of a toxic mindset. For some of you, you may do a lot of astral projections. You may be meditating during this time. You may have a lot of lucid dreams. For some of you, you may have dreams of you flying. For some of you, you may actually be flying, as in traveling, airplane. But I just feel like, you guys, like, in the astral realm, like, you have wings. Like, you developed some sort of flight, and, like, you are aware that going into different dimensions is okay. So in other words, you may be connecting with a lot of spirits. You may, once again, like, I just feel like you're in different dimensions, or you are aware of different dimensions. Maybe for some of you, you are aware of your past lives, okay? And you're understanding the karma and the lessons that each life has had. For some of you, you are aware of other people's lessons. And I feel like you're watching someone go down a negative path, or someone who's making negative decisions, and it's like you don't like it, but you know that they have to experience it on their own. I feel like this is someone who you've tried to help in the past, and it's like you feel bad that you can't help them, and that hurts you a lot. Like that's making you feel, for some of you, it's making you feel as if you've let them down, and like you've let yourself down. But understand that you can't always fight other people's battles. You can't always take on other people's karma. I mean, that's very devastating. Even if, we love that person, whatever the case may be, like you have to understand that they have to go through that. They have to understand why they're going through it. But right now, like, I just feel where like you're seeing things from possibly another person's point of view, from a bird's eye point of view, and something that didn't make sense to you then is making sense to you now. And I feel like you have the advantage of getting ahead, or like being aware of what needs to be done and what needs to be avoided. So yeah. Scorpios, what's going on with you, darlings? Let's see what's going on for my Scorpios. Okay, Scorpios, I feel like you guys, there's this energy of you feeling as if others aren't understanding you, or like they're barking their demands at you, or like they're frustrated with you, or vice versa, you're frustrated with someone. And I'm seeing how this is causing for you to feel weak. It's causing for you to feel unable, uncertain. Like I just feel like, like you're just in a place where you feel like someone lied to you, or you feel like someone has let you down, or someone has let you down, whatever the case may be. And it's like you're trying to figure out, how can you move on from this energy? Like, how can you get this person to be there for you again? Or maybe someone wants you to be there for them. And I just feel like you just want to make amends with someone. You want to compromise with someone. But I'm seeing how it's a little too late. It is for some of you. Or you're just going to go through the same disappointment, even if like this person said, okay, we can make it work, we can try to do whatever the case may be. Like I just feel like there's going to be disappointments again. So just make sure you aren't repeating a pattern, like you aren't repeating a cycle with the same person. Maybe for some of you, you're going through a karmic lesson where you're having the same lessons with different people. Like there seems to be a pattern going on for you. All right. But for some of you, I am picking up that you are coming together with someone. There's happiness with someone. For some of you, you are meeting romance during this time. For some of you, baby, okay, I am picking up on true love, true romance. So good luck with that. It's like you're going to know. You're going to know because this person, they're going to have this very beautiful spark in their eyes. And you're just going to like just feel this instant connection. And I feel like you guys are going to make each other better. But just know that every relationship has its ups and downs. But I feel like it's going to be to the point where you're both comfortable and you're both able to talk with each other and just like be a force to reckon with. So congratulations on that, because true love is very beautiful. It really, really is. But yeah, so my Scorpios, like just understand, baby, that sometimes you just you can't go on. You can't go on. Or like if you've let people down so many times, like they're low-key giving up on you, and maybe you're giving up on someone who is continuously letting you down. All right. But Saggies, what's going on for you during this time? Okay. I feel like for some of you, you're in a tight situation. Okay. Um, you're trying to get ahead. You're trying to be the bigger person, but it's like something keeps pushing you. Something keeps popping up. Like there's obstacles keep presenting themselves to you, and you're just like, another one, really? I just feel like where you guys, like, you're very frustrated, or like you're trying to hold it together and you're trying to be realistic about what needs to be done, but it's like it's always something popping up. I keep picking up like a tightrope, like you're walking on a tightrope, like once again, like you're going through something very intensely, to the point where it's like, I hate to say this, but for some of you, like you're in a situation where it's life or death. Like, I mean, and that's what I really feel for some. But for others of you, like, you just need to be mindful of what you're getting yourself into. Like, is it worth it? Is it making you happy? Like, do you see long-term happiness with this? Do you see good results within it? Like, what are you risking yourself for? And when I say yourself, maybe your life. For some of you, your insanity. For some of you, your sanity, not insanity. For some of you, you may be risking your sanity, emotions, your heart, your vagina, your dick. Like, what are you putting yourself at risk of? For some of you, you may be risking your freedom. Okay, so like just be mindful of what you're dealing with, child, and just be careful. Be careful. For some of you, I feel like you've been very googly-eyed and story-eyed, and you've put yourself in a situation where like you have to deal with the consequences. Like, you just have to deal with them. So yeah. But Capricorns, what's going on for my Capricorns for June 23rd through the 29th? Okay, yeah. What's going on for you? Okay. I'm seeing where some of you guys, you need to understand the head of something. So be mindful of headaches, be mindful of your crown chakra, be mindful of your hair, be mindful of the things that you put on your head and in your hair. For some of you, you need to be careful of you letting people touch your hair or touch your head, because their hands may be dirty, and you can take that how you want to. But I just feel like you're ready to burst out. Like, when I heard head, for some reason I thought about like a pimple, like the white spot on a pimple was like the head. And it's like you remove the head and you're bursting out. Like, that's the vision that I saw. And I'm just seeing, where you're understanding, like, you're ready to get out of Doomsville. Like, you're just ready to live a different life. For some of you, you are aware of the infections of your body. You are aware of the infections that are around you, as in your location, the people that you hang out with, all that jazz. Like, I just feel like you're just ready. You're just ready to get out of the infection. For some of you, maybe you are dealing with infection in your body, and like you develop a lot of boils. Maybe you get a lot of pimples during this time, or others around you have these symptoms. But I just feel like there's going to be a lot of clarity with you. You're going to be able to understand like your needs, your wants, your dignity, your sanity, and how you can for some of you, you need to understand that even though you've been torn, you're fixable. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but the angels wanted me to say that. Even though you're torn, you're still fixable. You may not be the same. You may not be the same, but just know that you can transform from it. There was this show that I was watching on YouTube, Paternity Court, and Judge Lakey, I believe her name is, she said something that really touched me low key. She said, our past does not define us, but it refines us into understanding our future. And I don't know, I just really like what she said. So maybe for some of you, you need to hear that as well. Like, you can't let your past dictate your future. Like, yes, we went through it, yes, it happened, but like, we can't keep living that trauma. So once again, like, you're getting out of this infection. I'm also hearing the word insidious, so you can be mindful about that as well. But like, just get rid of all the toxins. Eat healthy, live a healthy lifestyle. If you want to cleanse your energy, like, just be a clean person. Just be a clean person, okay? Aquarius, what's going on for you guys during this time? Okay. I'm seeing how for some of you, you're shocked by something that's being said or something that you are hearing. I keep hearing right out of the horse's mouth, right out of the horse's mouth. So you're going to be in a situation where you're shocked at what someone is saying, whether it's true or false. Be mindful of the things that you say, because you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. For some of you, you definitely need to speak your truth. Even if, you know, even if it stings a little, like, you're getting it out. For some of you, you definitely need to vent during this time. Maybe even go see a therapist, or like, let somebody know how you really, really feel, especially if it's bothering you. And even if this person doesn't give you the feedback that you wanted, just know that you getting it out and you getting it off your chest was something that you needed to do. Okay. And we need to understand that, like, when we talk to somebody about our feelings and how we feel about them, like, even if they don't tell us what we want to hear or show us what we want to see, just understand that, like, you were meant to get that off your chest. It was more for you than the person. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, y'all, like, I just feel like you're going to be aware of this, oh my god, this things that have been said, whether you like it or not. For some of you, be mindful of gossip during this time. I see y'all confronting somebody about something, and child, it's gonna be a low-key fool. But just don't rip that person's head off too much, okay? But y'all need to release it. Y'all do. But let's see what's going on for Pisces. What's going on for Pisces? Okay. I'm seeing where you're in the energy to help, but at the same time, you want help too. It's like you're willing to help others, but you want help too. For some of you, I am picking up that you're stuck. I'm also seeing where some of you, you're dealing with very stubborn children. But oh, this is really interesting because you guys are right beside the Aries, and I said something similar for the Aries. Like, you guys want to feel planted. Like, you want to, like, you want to feel stable. You want to feel like you have a place within something. Like, you want to feel, for some of you, you want to feel wanted. But I'm just seeing where, like, you want to feel rooted, and you want to grow, and like, you just want to be strong and not regret the fact that you did stick with something. You decided to do something. Like, I just feel like you all don't want to look stupid anymore. Like, you want to be able to say, yes, I'm in a new relationship, and not have people texting you like, hey, I've messed with him, or he's cheating on you, she's cheating on you. Like, y'all want to be able to announce your new beginnings and not have backlash. Like, you're just ready for that. And for some of you, I feel like you're working on projects that are very sensitive to you, and you're trying to figure out the right time to deliver them. But just know that The right time is when you're ready. The right time is when you don't even care anymore what people think or what they say. Like, that's when it's the time for you to spread your wings and announce any and everything that you want to say. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Good luck with everything, and I shall see you guys next video. Take care. Bye.